Hello, I'm Helen Hallows. I'm a mixed media artist from the UK, and I use sketchbooks to find out the reason that I want to create a finished piece. I use them as a stepping stone to get me through ideas, trying techniques, failing at techniques, seeing what'll work, and then I start to combine those ideas, those colours, textures, shapes and line to work out who it is I am as an artist at that point. And I say at that point because it's always fluid, isn't it? We're always growing, we're always changing, we're always deciding we don't want to do something or we do want to do something. And I think sketchbooks allow me to rework the pieces, rework and find out who I am as a creative and to express with my own voice. So why draw? I know lots of people, especially if their medium isn't to end with a visual art point of a painting or a drawing, can sometimes feel that the process of drawing, of keeping a sketchbook, isn't essential. You can come up with the idea for a piece of textiles and launch straight in, and perhaps your sketchbooking is about processing ideas in a different way. It's about sampling, it's about trying out things. But if you want to get any sense of image making, of motif, of a visual language, and for me my visual language is around nature and the symbols of nature, I think it's really important to learn how to develop your ideas, how to take from primary sources, so how to look and sit and see something and work out how then to process it with marks, with texture, with collage, whatever it is your processes are, through to give you ideas and a unique vantage for then developing your artwork. It can be really scary to start a sketchbook if you haven't had one before, and if like me you love pattern, colour, texture, all of it, it can be really hard to process all of those parts. And that's what my online courses are about. They're about helping break down those processes, helping demystify and take the fear out of drawing so that you can put marks down confidently, so that you can start to translate what your eyes see, what your brain thinks and what your hands are doing. Because the purpose of a drawing is to edit. Unless you're into photorealist art, it's really about choosing what it is that you see and how you translate that, how you express the world as you see it, the conversation you want to have about it. My work's quite naive. I like things which have a flattened perspective. I like it when things are reduced to their symbolic forms. And I've learnt that over the years. But over the years as well, I had to kind of go through being criticised for not drawing properly or with perspective or with the right kind of, that it all had to fit together. And my sketchbooks are very much about breaking down elements, about taking sections, about building that into then the piece that you envisage inside your head. If we just take the piece that's inside our head and try and work it into a finished piece, there's so much potential for kind of losing that expression, because we get so sort of stuck in a formula of making it work. And yet if you process those ideas through a sketchbook, you get to see what works, what doesn't work. You get to get the happy accidents, you get to see the failures. And through that building, the building blocks of how to use line and texture, colour and pattern, which is what I teach, you then can make decisions about how to move that forward. And you're probably an expert in, be it painting, be it textiles, be it ceramics, and yet we all need new resources, new ways of seeing the world, new ways of processing the world in order to give our artwork creativity, authenticity, integrity, and a sense of bold creativity. And that's what I love to share. Hop over to my website, www.helenhallows.com. Have a look at my courses. There's also a freebie course there on using sketchbooks, so please do have a look at that. And if you've got any questions about any of my courses, you can get in touch with me through the website. Hope to see you soon.